Welcome to the March 2024 edition of Corporate Reporting Insights. I would like to begin by inviting you to our Carbon Accounting Masterclasses, which will be presented during May 2024, and it will be presented as a full-day, face-to-face workshops in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, and Adelaide. We will also be running a full-day virtual workshop in early June. If you cannot attend one of those workshops in one of the 5 capital cities. If you look at Corporate Reporting Insights this month, you'll see it's, as always, packed with a number of the latest developments. First of all, we look at developments around IFRS accounting standards. And here we've got 3 articles. First of all, we discuss that some entities may have to reclassify their borrowings at 31 December 2024 because we've got some new amendments to IAS 1 distinguishing between current and non-current liabilities. In our second article, we look at identifying embedded leases. Now, this has always been a tricky area, how to identify leases that don't call themselves leases, but are actually embedded within other contracts or other arrangements like service arrangements. And then in the third article, we look at accounting for cryptocurrencies. And we do a comparison between IFRS accounting standards and the requirements in US GAAP. If we then move on to Australian financial reporting developments, we have one article where we discuss the proposed ASX corporate governance principles and recommendations, the changes to those ISX corporate governance principles and recommendations, and it's around the expanded risk disclosures and more. In our third big section, we look at not-for-profit entities. And in this section, we provide an update on the proposed Tier 3 financial reporting framework for private sector not-for-profit entities. And then finally, in the last section of Corporate Reporting Insights, we look at sustainability. Now, in this section on sustainability, we've got 8 articles. Now, sustainability and mandatory sustainability reporting really is the hottest of hot topics, and therefore a large number of articles. Now, we start by looking at a comparison between the proposed Australian sustainability reporting standards and the IFRS sustainability disclosure standards, so IFRS S1 and S2. Secondly, we flag that in the USA they finalized climate disclosure rules, but they've excluded scope 3 emissions, which is a really interesting development. In the third article, we look at the greenwashing trap and why misleading marketing hurts consumers and businesses. In the fourth article, we look at activating organizational sustainability. In the fifth article, we look at mandatory climate reporting. And we look at the Australian position, but also global trends. The sixth article, we provide a jurisdictional update at the end of Q1 of 2024. So it's a sustainability reporting jurisdictional update. In the seventh article, we look at corporate sustainability from compliance to value creation. And really important to understand what is driving your organization to embrace sustainability. Is it a strategic push to create value, or are you driven by compliance and mandatory reporting? And then finally, we end with a link and a shout out to the IASB, International Accounting Standards Board webcast on industry-based sustainability disclosures. We also invite you to register for our monthly IFRS and corporate reporting webinars, as well as our monthly sustainability webinars. And if you've missed any of these, you can always access the recordings and the accompanying PowerPoint slides on our website. We do hope you enjoy reading all about the latest developments around IFRS accounting standards, but also IFRS sustainability disclosure standards.